Good morning, students. In this class, we will start the chapter Electricity and Magnetism. So, all know what is magnet and all. In the 6th class, also we learned different properties of magnet and also the discovery of magnet. In a brief, just say how it was discovered. It was discovered by a shepherd boy. The natural magnet was discovered by the shepherd boy. Actually, it was the ore of a magnet, and that ore was later called as magnetite. So next, that was the discovery about it. And so in this chapter, we will learn about the properties, mainly the property of the magnet, as well as about the electromagnets. So first, we will look at the properties of magnet. In the properties of magnet, there are mainly two properties, that is attractive and directive. First, what is attractive? Attractive means the magnet has a property to attract all the magnetic materials, and the magnetic materials are like iron, cobalt, nickel. These are some of the magnetic materials. The magnet can attract these magnetic materials. So that is the first property. And second property is it has a directive property. Directive property means if it is freely suspended a natural magnet which is tied with a fine thread, if we suspend it freely, after some time you can notice that it points to north-south direction. Always it points in north-south direction, and that property is called as directive property. And this directive property is used by the sailors or those who are going for a trekking. In the middle of the forest or in the middle of the sea, they can't identify the direction. So with the directive property of magnet, it's always pointing north-south direction. They can get the direction and they can move forward. So that is one of the use of directive property which is used. And using this, they formed an instrument called magnetic compass. So compass is an instrument. Inside it, that needle, there is a needle which always points in north-south direction, and the needle is a small, it is a form of natural, it is not a form, it is a natural magnet, that means magnetite itself. It is formed in the form of it is cut or chiseled in the form of a needle. This is about the attractive and directive property. Next, other properties of magnet. So first of all, moving on to the poles. So magnet has mainly two poles. It has a north pole and south pole. The poles are named according to the orientation of the ends of the freely suspended or floating magnet. A freely suspended or floating magnets, it always, as we already say, that it always points in a north-south direction. So according to that only, we give the name two poles, that is a north pole and a south pole. So that is the first one. And second one is strength of the magnets. So the whole magnet is having the magnetic property, but for a magnet, the more strength is at near of its end. Near its end, it has more magnetic strength. So that is the second one. And third one, the space around a magnet which is influenced by the magnetic force, it is called as the magnetic field. The field around the magnet is called as a magnetic field, and the field or the strength of the magnet is commonly explained by the magnetic field lines or the magnetic lines. This means more lines of the force, more is the strength. So more lines are in the end points, so it has more strength in the end points, and lesser lines in the other side or other places of the magnet, so it has lesser strength. So this is about it. Next one is the magnetic lines of force. The magnetic lines of force, as we already say, magnetic lines are there. The magnetic lines of force started from the north and ends in the south. So it starts in the north and ends in the south, always in a magnet. It is such a way. These are some of the property. Next property is it is a closed loop. So the line starting from north and always ends in the south. So it's like a smooth curve or a smooth loop. And next is about its maximum near the poles. The magnetic field lines are maximum near the poles. And next one is the magnetic lines of forces tends to contact longitudinally. It contracts longitudinally. That means the field lines bend along the length and are spaced loosely near the middle of the magnet, and this explains the minimum strength at the middle of the magnet. This is all about the strength, which is said in different way. Next one is like poles. This one is about the attraction and repulsion. As we already said, there are two poles, north pole and south poles. If north and north pole that are same poles, that means like poles. When like poles come together, it will repel. Or south and south, that is also like pole. When it come together, it will repel. And next one is unlike poles. If it is north and south come together of two magnets, we are considering two magnets here. If north and south comes together, it will attract. So this is about the major properties of a magnet. So hope you understood about the properties of magnet. The main properties are attractive and directive properties. From this only all other properties can be described. Hope you all understood.